I'm Mr. Testosterone. Today, I want to teach you how to jam with your hips.
Yes, yes!
It's pretty cool and fun, but to do that, I'm going to need a little bit of help. I'll give you a hand. It's probably a little bit more suited to my skill set anyways. Okay, so first things first, here's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on doing a backwards crossover, but moving forward. Sounds a little weird, and maybe I just made that up, but it's gonna look a little like this.
With this move, we'll be rotating our hips, placing them to the side or slightly forward, so that as we step over our foot, we're actually now stepping forward rather than backwards. Once we plant that foot that's most forward, we'll be using our edge work to flip it around so that we can reset and move forward again. Here's a fun little drill just to get comfortable with your edge work. Just doing some 360s to make sure that you're putting enough pressure but not too much, and working on rolling with our wheels.
Okay, so now that we're working on our footwork, next thing to do is start leading with our hips. The great thing about this maneuver is wherever your hips are, the rest of your body can be, or if you don't want your hips there, you can take them back and match where your head is.
All right, keep an eye on my hips this whole time. Now to get warmed up, we're going to work on real exaggerated movements with your hips, making sure your hips are the first to move. Let's ramp it up just a little bit more by creating a little bit more distance that you'll have to travel using your hips. I think it's important to remember that the base of this movement is that your hips are leading the movement. Even if it doesn't look like they're super exaggerated, rather than moving your shoulders first, you're letting your hips move first. This creates a bigger movement for the blocker to attempt to try to track. Once you've gotten comfortable with the movement, throw a person in there. Get comfortable working around a person, with a person. Using your hips rather than your shoulders to forecast where you're going is kind of an illusion for the blockers. It gives them a much harder time recognizing where you're going to go. It puts your body in spaces that you could potentially take, and it allows for bigger movements for the blockers to have to try to block you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you like it. It's one of those cool moves where if you use your hips rather than your shoulders, it really messes with blockers. Hope you have a lot of fun trying it out. Tell me what you think if it works for you. You know what I mean?
Also,
Perfect.
don't forget to like and subscribe.